KMF. Keep moving forward. As you can see, I kind of position my channel around. This is gonna be the motto for the channel. By this time, I already switched it. By the time this video comes out, it's already switched to the motto of the channel. The motto, keep moving forward. And this is a very important, phrase to me, and I want to make it the motto for this channel. And I'm going to talk about what keep moving forward means to me. So I'm a variety channel, and I want to keep moving forward and being a variety channel where I just want to talk about things that I'm interested in and just life topics in general, where it's a variety channel, right? And it's going to have variety things on that. And just, being on YouTube since a young age and seeing all this and actually learning from the channels and creators that I'm watching, a lot of times they'll say, like, to start up a channel, you have to focus on one thing, possibly. Or, the channel has a rebrand, so it's focusing on one thing that you would want it to focus on, or, whatever else. But a lot of times I find them and see them do better and feel better on things where it's variety, where they are more free to do a lot of things that they want to do and explore a lot of their other interests. And I'm taking that and running with it, where I'm going to start doing that, I'll probably branch off later if I need to separate my interests, but this is the hub for everything, and whoever finds this will know that. So that's why I got to keep moving forward and doing all this. I'm putting everything here, putting my whole foot, my whole everything into this channel with everything I love, because it's me at the end of the day. This is how my mind works sometimes, where it's like, oh man, I have this topic I want to talk about. Or, oh, I have this I want to talk about. I got this. Oh, it's nostalgia just hit me. Let me talk about it. Oh, this is coming out, man. I want to have some stuff I can say about this. That I'm not really into that, but I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it just as a first view, my impressions. Because everybody's sharing their opinions nowadays, but it's like, man, I really noticed that I've always been locked up with my own opinion. So I feel like now, me moving forward, and I'm going to keep moving forward, I'm going to share the opinions I didn't get to really share or talk about before publicly, I feel like I don't really have terrible values or opinions, but how I think, I'm very broad, and I like to look at either side and each side, and I'll challenge myself more so than having somebody else challenge me. Where I'm like, dang, why do I not like this? What is this about this that I don't like? And sometimes it's just like, man, like, being on the internet kind of gives you this false, perception of things, where it's like, oh, since everybody else likes this, I think I should like it too. But just me personally, I'm just not in the mix for a lot of the things that are probably trending. I catch on a lot later, probably. For example, I'm not gonna use a real example, but let's say, one of these things are really trending. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's watching it. But, me, I'm just like, man, and it's not like I'm not hating that everybody likes it or want it. It's just I'm not interested in it. That's just me. Me personally, I'm not finna just run to it since it's popping. I don't know. And sometimes it's a lot of things where I just fell off with it. I probably was on it before, but it's just like it kept going, and I'm just not as hype. anymore, or just I'm doing other things in my life, so I'm not really focused on, a lot of these things that are popping. Like, for example, one thing that I'm really like on top of really is my YouTube, another channel that I have personally. I'm really just, that's kind of my TV. I can't really get into shows the same way anymore. Like, I've started shows, but I just can't separate the finish them much anymore. So that's why I kind of try to find ways to be able to watch things, on my phone, and try to balance things out that way. But I'm trying to finish a lot of series. I have series that I want to give to y'all, so I just got to keep moving forward and try to make time for a lot of these things so I can finish them and talk about how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying? Because once I get into something, I really analyze it. So that's why it's hard for me to sit down and just try to watch something so fast to enjoy it, where it's like, man, I want to make time to sit down and watch this, like, for real, and watch and digest all of this how it should be digested. So I just don't want to turn it on in the background. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. Uh, but yeah, that's where keep moving forward comes into play for me, where it's just, what that means to me is, just get up and keep going. Just no matter what, you're just gonna keep moving forward. And if y'all know where that came from, man, just, if you know, you know. For real, it's coming back. If you know, you know. I don't know why that stuck with me so much, but it's just kind of summarized life. You know what I'm saying? Where you know people I've talked to, or my significant other right now, she is talking to me, and she just tells me, like, dang, like, you can be so down, but it's just, you'll just get up sometimes and just still go to work, or you'll still do all this. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll just move past the situation and keep moving. Uh, and just to myself, I don't really realize that a lot of these things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I try not to break myself down with these places. Like, after working for a while since a teenager, what I'm saying, I'm just really focusing in on, like, what they're doing to us. And what I'm saying, I'm not trying to break myself in that way. So I'm part-timing, and I'm making sure that I'm doing other things on the side to be able to move forward in the ways that I want to move forward. And I'm doing things like this where I had things similar to this in my past, and it's just, I kept moving forward, and I made it to this point right now where I'm sharing my opinions and talking about so many topics that I probably touched on in my past, and now I'm able to talk about them in a more broad sense. You know what I'm saying? Because this is real, man. This is me. This is part of me that I don't really get to express a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate all this, and I'm gonna keep moving forward with it, man. Like, this is recorded in October, man, but it's coming out later in the month, man. I'm just pushing out, and I know in the moment it's not, they're not the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing very, very simple things, but I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm pushing it. Like, I'm not trying to look for, sympathy, and I'm not trying to push it down people's throats. I'm just putting it out there. Something can stick, something will stick. And I just got to keep moving forward with that, making the things I want to make. You know what I'm saying? Man, it doesn't have to blow up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just making sure I'm doing something, every day, making sure I'm talking about all these things. And, you know what I'm saying? I sit down and I'm like, okay, what can I talk about for a few minutes? You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. Like, and I don't have to follow formulas to be able to be successful. I don't have to follow people's formulas, man. That's my thing, man. I'm moving forward how I want to move forward. That's what I'm saying. But in the broad sense of it, and in its entirety, man. I'm moving forward, and I'm gonna keep moving forward no matter what. You know, talking about life things and talking about things I like, talking about my nostalgia, man. This is a channel of me. This is me. This is truth, like, this is true. This is the truth, and we're gonna keep moving forward with all that we're going to have, man. And you know, that's just what it is. So with that, y'all, keep moving forward, man. That's the message I want to spread too. This is the channel motto, and this is the message I'm trying to spread. You know what I'm saying? Just keep moving forward, no matter what. Get up, move forward. Excuse the background. She probably sees something, but you know, yeah, man. Just keep moving forward, man. That's the message. This is the motto. This is this is the lifestyle. Damn near, this is a lifestyle, man. So I just want to just state that, and I thought, express myself, express, what I felt and what this means to me, and, a little personal side of everything that it is to me, KMF. So if y'all rocking with this, man, if y'all rocking with me, keep moving forward. KMF, man, just remember that whenever you see the channel, man, just remember, man, this is a channel about moving forward and keep doing it and keep doing the things you want to do, man. Just make time for them, bro. You don't have to give everything to everybody. You don't have to give everything to the world, man. Of course, like, we have to live in society, of course. You know what I'm saying? So keep moving forward with that, but make sure you're intact. Make sure a lot of who you are is still there. A lot of things you like are still there. So that's why I made this, man. Like, so I don't lose sight of, my past. I don't lose sight of what brought me to this. So I don't lose sight of the things I like, besides all this. So, yeah. Just remember, y'all, keep moving forward. KMF. And with that, y'all, I'm going to be out. It's been Truzen. Peace.